यस्य ब्रह्म च क्षत्रं च उभौ भवत ओदनः मृत्युर्यस्य उपसेचनं क इत्ता वेद यत्र सः. This is a very, very deep, meaningful and impactful shloka from Kathopanishad. This is the last shloka of the second chapter. Today morning, suddenly I remembered this shloka, and I remembered also that I made one video before, like both in Tamil and I think I also made in English. But I remembered this shloka and I also did a revision of this shloka. Then I thought I should make a video today on this shloka. Even if you had seen my previous video, request you to see this video. It's very, very important knowledge given by Kat Rishi in this shloka. Ultimate knowledge, most useful for all of us who are spiritual seekers. The shloka says about the odanam, the food of Paramatma. What does Paramatma eat? In Hindi we say bhog lagana. परमात्मा का क्या भोग लगाए हम. So ये भोग की बात कर रही है. This shloka speaks about the भोग of Paramatma. And of course, we all know from the Vedic Dharma that Paramatma is formless. He does not have a body. So Paramatma को वास्तविक में, in reality, there is no need for giving any भोग. But the Rishi has written such an impactful shloka just by understanding what Rishi is meaning here. We will be able to decode the meaning of Odanam in this shloka. The shloka speaks about Odanam and Upasechanam. Odanam means bath, khichdi, rice khichdi, not rava khichdi in South India, rice khichdi. Bath, whatever is made with rice is called as Odan. For example, rice khichdi or kara bath or bisibela bath, we say bath, right? It's made with rice. So what does Paramatma likes to eat? What is that we can offer to Paramatma as a bhog? That is what here Rishi is mentioning. That if we prepare like this, Paramatma will consume it. Paramatma will like it. And it is our utmost duty as a human being taking birth as a human being. It is our utmost duty to please Paramatma. Of course, we must please our Acharya, we must please our mother, father. Of course, when we please them, Paramatma is pleased. And also we must please Paramatma by offering bhojan to him. What kind of bhojan is what is mentioned in this shloka. So it's a very, very secretive shloka. And yasya brahmacha kshatram. So there are two types of odan, two types of bath, two types of. These two are odan of Paramatma. What are these two? Brahma and Kshatram. Jis Paramatma ka, it's easy to explain in Hindi. Yasya Brahma cha Kshatram. Jis Paramatma ka bhojan Brahma aur Kshatra hai. So these two are the bhojan of that Paramatma, Brahma and Kshatra. What is Brahma? What is Kshatra? We must understand. When we decode the word Brahma and Kshatra, then we will be able to understand the real odan of Paramatma. And similarly, the shloka says, Mrityur yasya upasechanam. When you eat rice, even when you prepare a rice like bisibela bath, normally people would like to add something more. Or when your wife or your sister or your mother or your grandmother is preparing white rice is also odan only. White rice or jeera rice, then you would like to add over and above the rice, you would like to add some ghee, you would like to add some sambar or dal, etc., right? Or rasam or ghee, not ghee, dahi, etc. This is called as upasechanam. Upasechanam, sechanam, upa. Nazdik se sichna, upasechanam. So what is upasechanam for Paramatma? The odan of Paramatma is Brahma and Kshatra. What is upasechan for Paramatma? Over and above the rice, what Paramatma adds? Mrityu. Paramatma adds Mrityur yasya upasechanam. Jis Paramatma ka yasya, jis Paramatma ka upasechan mrityu hai. Us Paramatma, we must try to understand that Paramatma. We must try to please that Paramatma. But even if you please, Rishi is giving an important indication in this shloka. Rishi says, even if you please Paramatma with the Odan and Upasechan, he writes, Kha itta veda yatra saha. Yatra, jaha saha means that Paramatma, yatra saha kha itta veda. Kha means kaun janta hai? Who knows that Paramatma, that where does he lives? You are ready with your bhojan, your food is ready, your upasechan is ready, and you have prepared it for Paramatma. Still, how do you know that Paramatma will come and eat? Because see, why the Rishi is writing such a language? Because in the previous shloka, he writes a word, Yame Vaisha Vrinute Ten Labhyaha. So, Ten Labhyaha Tas Esha Atma Vivrinute Tanung Swam. It is Paramatma who decides whom to give the knowledge. Paramatma will select who is the best eligible person based on our tapasya. So here, the Rishi is trying to Sangati laga raha hai. Next shlokas mein, he is trying to give Sangati, he is trying to give a correct, proper lead that even though you are ready, Paramatma has to be ready to consume. Even though your food is ready, you cannot force Paramatma to eat. Like, you cannot force a small baby to eat. You can try to feed that small baby, but it is up to that baby to eat or not. He will run from here and there. The mother is trying to feed that baby. He is not in a mood to eat the food. So similarly, here also we can try to make everything ready for Paramatma to consume. But it is up to Paramatma to consume it or not. But when we are not at all ready, then there is no question of Paramatma consuming. So we must try to make ourselves ready with Brahma, Kshatriya and Mrityu. What is Brahma, what is Kshatriya, what is Mrityu is the story of this shloka. When we understand these three words, we can try to make our life like that. So Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati in Unadikosh explanation, Unadikosh is a book written by Panini Muni, and Maharishi has commented on each and every Sanskrit words. So I listened it from an Acharya in Arya Samaj. So Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati says, Brahma means Bhringati Vardayate iti Brahma. जो बढ़ता है या बढ़ता हुआ है, जो बढ़ रहा है, उसको ब्रह्म कहते हैं. Whatever is grown fully or whatever is growing continuously or whatever is vastly expanded is called as Brahma. And that is why in some of the shlokas in Upanishad, Prakriti is also called as Brahm. Paramatma is surely Brahm because Paramatma is Sarva Vyapak. He is everywhere in this universe. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. That's why he is called as Brahma. But in some of the shlokas, Prakriti is also called as Brahma. Because Prakriti is vast, expanded in this universe, right? Prakriti has converted itself into this universe so vast. That's why in some shlokas, Prakriti is also addressed as Brahma. So, Bhringati Vardate iti Brahma. One which is Vardate means Badna. Dasva Vardasva che Davardhaya. We chant every day, right? Hey Agni tum bado. Agni Havan Kund mein Agni bado. We are increasing the Agni in the Havan Kund, right? Similarly, Brahma meaning in this shloka is that which is growing. So the indication by Rishi is that you must try to grow in all kshetra of your life, in all aspects of your life, you must try to grow. That means if we are growing in our life, we are progressing materialistically, we are progressing financially, we are progressing mentally, we are progressing in maturity, we are progressing spiritually, we are progressing philosophically, we are progressing technologically, Paramatma will like us. Paramatma will immediately like us because we are progressing in this world. And mere progress is not enough. That's why the second word comes Kshatra. What is Kshatra? Kshatat trayate iti Kshatra. Trayate means Kshatat trayate iti Kshatra. Raksha karna trayate. Indra trasva parechana. Trasva means to protect. And Kshatat means from destruction. If somebody is trying to attack, suppose you are walking on a road and in front of your eyes somebody is trying to attack a small children or small kid walking, you will immediately go and protect. You will try to protect Traya. protecting ourselves and protecting others from destruction. That is why the people who are protecting our nation is called as Kshatri or Rajput. The police officers, the army officers, the administrative officers who are protecting the citizens of our country, who are protecting the country from enemies is called as Kshatri. So Kshatratrayate iti Kshatra. And what is the reference to this shloka? Whatever you have advanced, you are advancing, you are growing in Brahma, whatever is getting bigger in your life, your money is getting bigger, your tapasya is getting bigger, you are doing everyday tapasya, you are doing everyday swadhyaya, you must try to protect it. It is not enough that you earn money. You must know how to protect the money. The nation is growing, but the president of the country, prime minister, chief minister, and the home minister, finance minister does not know to protect the economy, then there is no use. Then the country will get destroyed. So first is growing, or first is progressing, Brahma, and second is Kshatra, protecting. To understand this philosophically, most important for all of us to understand is most of us, whoever is in Vedic path, for example, if you are my Acharya's Shishya, for example, I don't know how many of my Acharya's Shishya listen to my videos, maybe one or two, because normally even like me being my Acharya's Shishya, I may not see my Acharya's other Shishya videos, I may not see, but one or two Shishya, they used to run channels earlier, I try to see their videos. It's good to see videos to get more knowledge. But if you are a Shishya of my Acharya, for example, you are doing morning and evening tapasya, or if you are Shishya of some Arya Samaj Acharyas who are very great Vairagyavans, you are doing morning and evening tapasya, this tapasya is called as Brahma because you are trying to grow steadily. But what is Kshatra? That is where we all miss, even including myself. Even most of my Acharya Shishya whom I know, they all miss in Kshatra. Means what? They are doing morning and evening tapasya. Morning Havan they do, morning Agni name job they do, evening Havan they do, evening name job they do, and I also do. But what I miss, I don't know about them, but what I surely miss is Kshatra, protecting the tapasya throughout the day. This is the most important thing mentioned in Yoga Sutra also, mentioned in Vedas also. Morning and evening you must worship Almighty God, but throughout the day what you are doing is very, very important. Morning we are in Shant Swabhava, morning we are in complete Ekagrata, and going to office you start shouting in bad words, you start cheating others in the business. Throughout the day you are working to make others downfall. Then your Kshatra quality is gone, then Paramatma will not consume the Odan prepared by you. And what is that Odan? It is you yourself, your tapasya is the Odan. What is that Paramatma wants to consume from you is you yourself. Paramatma will accept, the Odan is prepared from your growth and your Raksha. When you are growing, when you are making others grow, when you are protecting your growth and when you are protecting others' growth, then Brahma and Kshatra quality is within you. And similarly, when you are doing tapasya, but you are not able to protect your tapasya throughout the day, then Paramatma is not accepting us. So Kshatra quality is very, very important. Morning I take name job. When I go to office, I forget Paramatma. So I am mentioned in my previous video, I was listening to Acharya Jnaneshwar. He used to say a very important point. आप लोग जो है 20 घंटे आप नास्तिक हैं, 20 घंटे नास्तिक है, मीन्स 20 घंटे नहीं 16 घंटे नास्तिक है. Means morning half an hour, evening half an hour you are astic, rest of the time you forget Paramatma, and rest of the time you sleep. So 16 hours a day you are nastic. So it's a very, very important point. Why? Because the shloka says Kshatra. You cannot be nastic throughout the day. You must remember Paramatma. That's what every rishi, my Acharya always says, 1 घंटा में एक बार परमात्मा को याद करो, कभी कभी आचार्य को याद करो. Remember Acharya, remember Paramatma, remember one shloka or one sutra or one mantra. Throughout the day, whenever you find time, you are so much indulged in your work, you forget Paramatma. And also you are so much indulged in your work that your work is focused on destroying others. How do I do politics? In my office, I see people, they work to do politics because they want them to grow and others not to grow. Then Paramatma will never give us any Ashirvad and never give us any blessing. So this is a life lesson in this shloka. Not only for spiritual, also for day-to-day life. The most important is Shatra. Morning tapasya is important, but throughout the day, are we maintaining the tapasya? Are we indulging in Kam, Krodh, Madh, Lobha, Ahankara, or are we trying to protect our tapasya of the morning and the evening? This is called as Kshatriya. So then what happens? The shloka says, then your Vodan is ready. The first step is ready. First step is preparing the bath, preparing the rice. So rice is ready. Rice is ready, so Paramatma can consume the rice. What is that rice? Brahmaksha Kshatram. Kshatratrayate iti Kshatra. So, very, very important thing to understand. One more example I will give you. Morning, in the early morning when you wake up, suppose you want to go towards eastern direction. So you walk east, going towards east is your aim, for example. You Purva Disha, for example, you walk 5 steps towards Purva Disha. That is your Simran, Asan, Pranayam, your name jap and Havan, etc. You walk 5 steps towards Paramatma, but throughout the day you walk 100 steps towards against Paramatma, against the Dharma, against the Vedas. So end of the day, where are you? You are at minus 95. You progressed to plus 5 and you went back minus 95. It's like earning money, 5 rupees profit earning money in the morning time, and then by the end of the day you are losing 95 rupees loss. So every day you are doing loss. So we should not do this. So Kshatra is very important. Brahma is the starting point. Tapasya bringati vardate iti Brahma. We must try to progress in our life, especially spiritual life. And to progress in spiritual life, we must have money in our hand, we must have property in our hand, we must have peace of mind, and we must have money, otherwise we cannot eat and become healthy, right? So Brahma is important. Next important is Kshatra. When these two are there, then your Bhojan is ready. And Paramatma is ready to consume, or at least we are prepared for Paramatma to come and consume us, consume our tapasya. Means take us and grant moksha. Take my tapasya, Paramatma, please in return give me moksha. We are ready for this as a first step. What is the second step? Is yasya mrityur upasechanam. Still the dal is not ready. When your mother has prepared rice and then say that come and eat, will you eat? No, you will not eat. You need dal. And when the dal is ready, will you eat? No, you need rice or roti also, right? So you need both. What is mrityu upasechana? Mrityu also is giving, mrityu means nashona. Mrityu means to get destroyed. So whatever you, for example, even if in your life you are earning money and you are protecting that money, and by earning money you are buying a property or buying some items for your house, and then you are protecting it. But a stage will come, you must throw it off. Like example, best example is, we buy for our country, our defense ministry, they buy helicopters or bombers and aeroplanes, etc. But there is a lifespan for them. You must maintain that 10 years, 15 years, the lifespan is there. For example, after 15 years, you cannot continuously use it. You must throw it away, scrap it away and buy new one. Otherwise, the pilots will get killed. Air crash will happen, the equipment will malfunction. Similarly, when you are living in your house, at certain point of time, your house must be demolished and rebuilt again. It's applicable for everything, whatever we possess. I am having this t-shirt. This is like 3 months old or 4 months old. I cannot wear it for 100 years or 20 years. I have to throw it. When it becomes old, I should not say that this is lucky for me, let me keep in my cupboard. This is not mrityu. Mrityu means to give it away. नाश कर लो, उसको नाश करके दूसरा ग्रहण कर लो. This is one of the dimension of mrityu. And similarly, see Paramatma, we must benchmark and analyze Paramatma. Paramatma creates this universe. Bringati, Paramatma protects this universe. Kshatriya, and Paramatma destroys this universe. जितने लगन से परमात्मा ने सृष्टि बनाया, उतने ही लगन से सृष्टि को नाश भी करता है. Paramatma does not have more mamta on his सृष्टि, on his creation, right? Similarly, Rishi says you must also become nirmohi. You must be ready to give away mrityu. Mrityu means you must be ready to give away what you possess without having affection or attachment to it. And if you are ready, then you are upasechan. You are ready with your dal. So, and also, one more thing is, when everything is going on well, when there is no problem in our life, we will follow dharma. But when there is a problem in our life, are we able to follow dharma or not is the question. When something happens in our life, are we able to stick to our upasana? Are we able to stick to our dharma? Are we able to stick to our ahimsa? People are ready to follow dharma when everything is in their anukul avastha. When there is a pratikul avastha, when there is ulta avastha, we are not ready to take dharma and follow dharma in our life. So the shloka also indicates that when there is a situation of mrityu, at that point of time also are you able to follow the Vedas? Are you in a position to adopt sankalp and follow dharma without deviation? Then your upasechan is ready. Then your dal and tadka and your ghee and everything is ready. Then Paramatma is ready to come and consume you. Consuming you means what? Paramatma does not need anything. Paramatma needs only one thing, that who is the person who is eligible for me to give moksha, right? So we must make ourselves eligible by Brahma, Kshatriya and Mrityu. Mrityu also means tyag dena, tyag karne ke liye tayar hona. And when we grow up in our life, when we attain the age of, let's say, 75, 80, 85, we are still stuck so much hard to our body. We are having more mamta on our body. We are having more mamta on our, oh, this is my daughter, this is my granddaughter, this is my great grandson, this is my wife, this is, like, we are so much attached, we are not ready to give up anything. If we are not ready to give up our attachment, then Paramatma is far away from us. Paramatma does not consume our tapasya. So the shloka indicates that if we are ready for this, Brahma, Kshatriya and Mrityur, then Paramatma says, the Rishi says, then comes to the last portion, Ka Yitta Veda Yatra Saha. The Rishi knows that Paramatma is everywhere, but still he is giving an option to Paramatma, because Rishi knows, even though I have done everything best, then also it is in the hands of Paramatma. That's why he is asking a question, Kaun janta hai Paramatma kahan par hai? Paramatma kahan par hai means, see, for example, it's 50-degree summer season outside, 50-degree hot sun, right? We know that air is everywhere. Air is flowing inside the room, but it's so terribly hot. Par bijli chali gayi, there is no light in the room. We ask that, yaar, hawa kyun nahi aa rahi hai, right? We ask, hawa idhar hi hai. The air is here, but still we are asking for air. It's something like that. Paramatma is here only, but still he is not listening to my prayers. Still he is waiting for me to do something more. So the Rishi says, do your work and don't expect Paramatma to come and fulfill your wishes. He will do it at his own accord, but he will definitely do it. But give time to Paramatma to test you. Test you means to understand you. Are you really a tapasvi or are you doing acting? He knows everything. So if he is still not coming to you to consume your odan, consume your upasechan, then that means you are doing acting. You are not serious. Your Paramatma is not convinced about your tapasya. My Acharya always says that, Paramatma should realize and recognize that you are a tapasvi. If he recognizes you, then he will come and give his knowledge to you. He will make you mukti. He will give you mukti. So this is the most important lesson here also. That's why the Rishi is putting a question mark there. Rishi is not giving a guarantee there. Rishi puts a question mark because Rishi knows that we might be doing drama also. That, we are doing all the sankalp and this one, like, I'm acting as if I am the greatest tapasvi in front of camera, but reality is something else. Paramatma knows it, my Acharya knows it, and big Acharyas knows that probably, like, If I am acting, Paramatma, I can do acting in front of camera, but not with Paramatma, right? So it's question mark the Rishi is asking that कौन जानता है? तो कोई नहीं जानता है. This is in the hands of Paramatma. So leave the result to Paramatma means निष्काम भावना से भोजन तैयार करो. Nishkam, with the Nishkam Bhavana, prepare your Odan. With the Nishkam Bhavana, become Brahma. With Nishkam Bhavana, become Kshatra. With the Nishkam Bhavana, become Mrityu. Do your Tyag and be detached in Nishkam Bhavana. Then Paramatma will surely come for you. Because Paramatma does not need to come from anywhere. He is here only. He knows everything. So this is the secret of this shloka. See, the dimensions are vast. We can also discuss this shloka in further depth, in more depth also. But you are walking 5 steps towards east direction, but in the end of the day you are minus 95 steps in the west direction. So what is the use of tapasya? Instead of that, you can remain stable. Without tapasya, you are in 0-0 position. That is better. People say that at least I am doing something for Sanatana Dharma. At least I am going to temple. Don't criticize me. What is the use of going 5 steps forward and coming 95 steps backward? Instead of that, be 0-0, na? Because you are going away from Paramatma daily. So these kind of dimensions we must understand where I am doing mistake. Each and every one of us, at least people who are seeing the video, each and every one of us, we are doing mistakes in our life. We know that we are doing mistake in our work, we are doing mistake in our brahmacharya, we are doing mistake in our attachment, we are doing mistake in our len den. We might be good person in every aspect, but we might have some other bad habit. Somebody might be smoking, somebody might be drinking, rest all is okay. So all the aspects in our life we must study. Am I doing Brahma? Am I doing Kshatra? Am I doing Mrityu? Try to map it and then slowly work towards this aim that Paramatma must be ready to accept my Odan. My Odan and Upasechana is only these things in our life. Nothing else we can feed Paramatma. Paramatma does not eat our food. He is the one who is giving us food. So this we must understand. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.